Hey y'all, it's Nat. Welcome back to another Pink Mountain series episode. So this is episode 2, and we're gonna get started on just some tasks we need to wrap up and get started on, and just like it's gonna feel like just a whole lot of nothing, but it's definitely necessary just in order to get us a good foot in the door to starting all of the farms and starting to get all the materials that we need to, turn our new location pink. To get started, we did want to start expanding the farms and just making sure that we can yield some more crops. And even though farming seems easy, guys, okay, sometimes there's a lot of math to it, and it can be a little bit difficult for someone who is thinking of a billion things all at once. So yeah, we're just gonna expand all of our farms, and then just to get prepared for when we do the village trading. And I finally started to separate the crops because that was really starting to bother me. And then, just touching up with our cow crusher and making sure that we're getting enough food, because I did plan on going caving to get more iron and just other minerals and redstone as well. Just because in the back of my head, we got melons. It's time to start a melon farm. And then, of course, Rumi is just everywhere we are, and jobless at that. Oh, never mind. Rumi's right there. Who is that man inside of in the sheep cage? Anyways, so I guess I do have Rumi paying bills, contributing, but like I said, we're gonna go caving and we're looking for just anything that we can find. Like, I'm definitely hoping for diamonds, iron, of course, copper, just anything that can help us. Ooh. And I thought Rumi was annoying. These mobs, you're just trying to have a nice, peaceful mining session, and of course, they just have to come in. Oh, we got some redstone, and of course, some more friends. They never, ever, ever leave us alone, but we're getting a good amount of minerals, and then I, out of the corner of my eye, noticed the deep dark right there. And I'm not gonna lie, like, I don't tend to ever really explore the deep dark ever since it came out. I'm just way too scared. Like, the warden, even though I know it's just a game and it's not gonna actually hurt me. Do you see the effects that it makes you go through? The sounds? It's terrifying. And I wanted to try to avoid it at all costs. Thalamus, don't fight. Don't fight. Don't fight. Don't fight. Oh, oh, now he's fighting me. Okay, you know what? So I didn't, it didn't have to be this way, y'all. Yeah, sneaking through these little areas was absolutely keeping me on my toes. But luckily, I don't think there was any shriekers nearby, but just to be safe, I was sneaking like for probably 30 minutes straight. And like finally, I think like after minute 30 of nothing happening, which is kind of insane. There was a lot of deep dark. I ended up just kind of digging into this little hole, and if I remember correctly, I had just broken my pickaxe, so I was gonna hunker down in a nice little hiding place. And the cortisol's high, and I'm just making dumb decisions because I do start smelting iron to make the new pick with 11 ingots in my inventory. But hey, stress does funny things. But funnily enough, my cortisol was spiked even further because when I inspected this little area a little bit more, I ended up finding that there was an ancient city down there. And I do believe when I looked in Reddit, for like some nice, mountainish like spawn areas, it did mention that there was like 3 ancient cities underneath this mountain. So I know I discover another one later on, but this one for sure was not explored. This one for sure I dipped. I skedaddled quickly. And I think at that point I was like, you know what? Time to pack it up. Time to go home. So we went back up to the top of our base here. We really made off like bandits. We got a bunch of iron. Sadly though, only one diamond. I haven't had a whole lot of luck, but I just think that's probably the deep dark, like the skulk, or is that what it's called? The blue stuff is just covering all the walls, so it's a little bit harder to find all the diamonds. And I also ran away from the deepest portions of the mountain, so we'll definitely find some more. And even then, unless I'm planning on doing like smithing like templates for iron armor or iron armor for diamond armor, I'm probably just gonna be using the villagers to get all my diamond armor and tools. And it's gonna be, I think, after the iron farm, I was planning on doing wool farm, then villager trading, but just now knowing what I know, I definitely need the tools and the armor. So I'm probably gonna be doing that after the iron farm. And of course, our roomie here, the employee of the month, I'm sure of it, and my first employee, and of course he got stuck. Well, I can't really make fun of him too much because I'd be doing some dumb shit sometimes too. Will it alarm? So while we're just doing some of our chores and, like expanding the farm, plowing the fields, I just wanted to kind of jump on here and just like explain like how I took a break last week. I know like I've not been doing this very long, but I did have to take a break for a week on recording or not even just recording videos. It was mostly just doing like editing and some of like the other parts of the content creation like, that I just had no energy to do. So like I just had to take a break so I can focus on my work out, like actual like real life work, and get all that done just so that I could have like a nice clean slate, clean mental, so I can come back into this and actually like be able to create and not just, pump out content. Like I wanted to make sure that it still felt like kind of authentic, had a bit of, pizzazz to it. As much as I can do because I'm not that good at it yet, and maybe I'm not that funny, So I'm trying my best to be consistent as possible. Unfortunately, like I was able to record a lot during that time still. It's just I don't think I was in the right mind space at the time. I didn't realize I was recording it all as just audio with no visual. So hours of video gone. Right now, I know in the video I'm currently trying to get the villagers to start, raising ranks so that I can use them for my own personal gain, and it wasn't working out so well. I've never felt so rejected, so rejected by the freaking villagers, like just begging them to take my offerings. But yeah, like I'm trying my hardest just to like increase the amount of villagers so that I can just have them ready for once I'm ready to start trading and all that. If anybody knows like if it would be more beneficial for when I'm trying to gather as much terracotta that I need, if village trading is an actual viable option. I mean, I don't know. It's because I know usually you can get like about a stack and a half every couple hours, like when they're restocking or something like that. I don't know. I haven't traded with the Masons in a hot minute, but yeah, like I don't know if that's worth it. I've seen some really cool like redstone, terracotta, like, but they go from mud blocks to terracotta kind of farms, or not even terracotta. They go to clay. Then you have to harvest, or I think it harvests the clay for you. I don't know. I've seen some crazy things like that, and I just wanted to see if anybody out there had any idea of which would be a more effective. Honestly, I'm thinking villager trading, get really good like enchantments on some picks, and then going crazy on a mesa, but I have yet to find a mesa, so we'll see how viable that is. Might have to dip into that chunk base like website just to see if that is viable at all. I just didn't want to expand my exploration too far just so that I can keep some unloaded chunks and be able to go and explore when the new the new releases are out, so that I can, I don't know, just like not have to go so far out once I actually once it actually updates and once everything's available. But might be null and void if I just consider nether travel or doing just like, because obviously I'm probably gonna have an elytra like by the mid phase. So I don't know, just a thought. If anybody has any like advice on how to get that mass amount of terracotta and which one, like seems like it'd be the most reasonable, because I know the wool farm for sure, and I don't know, like for the gravel and all that, it's gonna have to be the sand duper. So yeah, that's gonna be fun to try to figure out. But yeah, if anybody has any suggestions on any farms or anything that they think could help me get the supplies in a reasonable amount of time, I'd really appreciate that. And to continue on with our streak of just being disappointed by villagers, I attempted to start doing some trading, like just some of the crops, and hoping to get rid of some of like, the bulk in my storage. Like I had a bunch of pumpkins, like in my inventory, and I was just like, I think it's time to start trading, And I tried a couple, or I think it was like 3 or 4 farmer villagers, and none of them had the pumpkin trade, and like just par for the course, right? And I wanted to have some emeralds on hold, emeralds in hand, I don't know, just to like have them ready in case any wandering traders wandered by. And I have been waiting for these damn wandering traders for like, I don't even know what day I'm on right now, and I have not seen a single one. And I need leads, and I need like items. Like I was hoping to get maybe some different woods, different just anything that they could give me, but nothing. So I just wanted to have the emeralds on hand. But anyways, I'm done being pressed about those traders. But just so like you guys aren't shocked about the difference from one frame to another, we are in the more present time, and this is after losing hours and hours of footage. And just as I'm kind of showing here, I explored out towards the east, that like past my little watermelon melon farm, and I was able to find a jungle, and I was able to get like the bamboo that I needed for scaffolding. I was able to find the watermelon seeds, and also I found some sugarcane, which is crazy to say that like I hadn't found sugarcane up until this point, but I'm in a very landlocked area and there was nothing, so I had to really go quite far. Also, because I am prepping at this point to get everything situated for the iron farms, and I needed that unburnable wood, the nether, is it nether wart? Nether, I literally just said this recently, and I can't believe I forgot. But like that red wood that doesn't burn, it could be the blue one too, but I just needed the wood, and I popped in there, got a bit of quartz as well, and then I skedaddled out of there, and even broke the portal so that I wouldn't have a piglin wander in by chance. And I was able to collect quite a bit of bamboo and sugarcane as well. And I should be good to go with scaffolding just as soon as I find some string. And then also I should be good on wood because I finally got the spruce. And just coming back from a bit of a warrior's mission. And now I got a really cute banner to go with our house here. I am prepping right now to go and do some caving again because, as you guys can see in my hotbar, I use my only 3 diamonds to make an axe, so I can, gather up some bamboo and wood in a pretty quick amount of time. But now it's dang near used up, so I was really hoping, to get going and getting, some more diamonds. But first I was hoping that maybe I'd be able to like enchant the pick I already, or I guess the axe that I already had. But I forgot that you also need the enchantment table. So I did make the bookshelves. I got them all set up, but I didn't have the diamond or the obsidian to make the enchantment table. So that also really just prompted that need to go caving and, go and risk our lives once more. I see I'm not the only one that gets bullied by these mobs. They really have that poor skeleton cornered. But don't worry, put them all out of their misery. And of course, even if I don't need it, I I will always grab everything that I see while I'm mining. Why not? Why not? And of course, we see some more deep dark in this area. I thought I did something, I was trying to see if there was any shriekers nearby before I made my way down, and I thought I did a pretty good job of scouting for the shriekers. However, um, not that great a job. I had to run. I ran, skedaddled, took my tail, turned it, and just kept going. I. When I say that I am scared of this deep dark, I am scared. But I needed those diamonds. I really did. So I left, and I don't want to say ran away. I just made a tactical retreat so that I could better prepare. And by that, I mean I found a different cave. So I went to a different cave and I found a couple like reasonable areas that I thought I'd be able to find some diamonds in. However, I keep coming back to her, the deep dark. So this time I ventured through once more, just hoping that I could at least get like another, 3 diamonds. I really wasn't being too crazy, I don't think. And got some string, which I really, really needed. It's been many Minecraft days and no string. Just my luck. I saw another ancient city, and this time, instead of being a weenie and running away, I decided that I'm gonna actually go down and explore it. And I know a lot of people prep for battle in different ways. I, however, took some selfies. Of course, you always gotta get that thumbnail in, am I right? But all silliness aside, nothing, nothing could have prepared me for what was gonna come next for me. So I hope you guys will enjoy the next, like 10 minutes of me being terrified. Bye! I'm so scared. Um, where are the chests? I don't see any of the shriekers, but let's see. What is all that? Oh gosh, I should have read up on. Oh, there's a chest right there. There's a chest right there. And there's a shrieker. Oh man. Um. How many warnings do I get? Okay, okay, okay. How do I get up there? Of course this thing is so high up. I think you get 3 warnings, right? So I have to get whatever in the chest and then just slowly start to. Don't stand on it, I think. So maybe if I... If I throw something, will it alarm? Shit. I'm fucking cooked. I'm fucking cooked. I don't remember my way out. I don't know if this is genius or stupid. Oh, man. How does it hear me dropping stuff? God damn it. Should I just start running? Wait, which book was this? Okay, I had another warning. Let me get out of here. I need to eat so bad. Okay. Get away from me. I could use that. So hold on. Get rid of this. Don't need this. I want that. Oh, actually, I think I do need that. I need the campfires. Okay. Okay. Now I just have to slide back in there and grab what's ever left on the floor. Hold on, let me double check. I don't need this. Okay. If I could get Swift Sneak, that'd be amazing. Ew, I don't want that. Oh. Okay, I grabbed the stuff. Let's dip. Wait, how do I get down here safely? Oh. I don't remember how to get out of here. I'm like, I actually have tears in my eyes. Bro, I'd rather perform some Sudoku right now than get caught by that thing. How do I get out? What's my best bet? Just dig down? Can I dig down and run away? I'm so scared. What do I do? Iron pick broken. Oh, of course. Oh my god. Fuck, how am I already at the very lowest level? He's gonna kill me. Might as well just write my chords and try to come back. Is he done? Am I safe? Am I safe? I'm too afraid to break a block right now. Oh my god. I survived. I suck at this game. Okay. I'm gonna use my gravel that I just freaking collected to get out of here. Actually, wait, do I have more? Oh, let's get the hell out of here. I was too afraid to even eat. Okay. I almost died for this. Okay, let's get out of here.